All right, 24 minutes before 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Wednesday morning. What do you do to get yourself pumped up, to get excited? What do you do to get yourself motivated, right?
Yeah.
To get out of bed and make today the best day it's ever been, right? To change your life for the better, to be a little bit stronger at the end of the day and make it the first day of the rest of your life, as the cliche goes. Well, I'm going to tell you one suggestion. Get this book. This book is going to make you want to do all those things. It's called... Oh, I get to say badass on the radio, Robin. It's called The Badass Life, 30 Amazing Days to a Lifetime of Great Habits of Body, Mind, and Spirit. I love this one thing in the book, one of the pictures, and all the pictures are nice, by the way.
You guys like pictures.
I like those pictures. But she says you always have to be a beginner. You can't go anywhere unless you're beginning. There's always well, never mind. I'm horrible at quoting things. Christmas Abbott, what a pretty name. She's on the phone. She's a NASCAR pit crew member. Holy cow. She's a CrossFit Games competitor, a nationally ranked weightlifting competitor, a fitness guru, and she's got this awesome book called The Badass Life. What a title for a book. I love that title. Christmas Abbott. Good morning, Christmas. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you. How are you?
I'm okay. Where are you? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Raleigh, North Carolina, my hometown.
Raleigh?
Nice.
Sounds like you're in like... Whoa. What is that? What is...
I don't know.
Christmas, can you hear me? There's like there. Now, can you hear me now? Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh, geez, there's something going on. There's a horrible tone going on right there. Somebody's feeding back on something. Oh, any idea? Good morning, Christmas. Are you there? Did we lose her?
No, it's still there.
Oh, gee.
No, I can hear her.
Oh man, well,
She
we got a
said she's
badass
there.
line connection here. Christmas, are you there? Oh, there's something going on with this. It sounds like it went dead. Christmas, are you there? Oh, come on. I want to talk about this book. 30 Amazing Days to a Lifetime of Great Habits. Christmas, you got to tell your conferencing person to recall us. Call us back. Something's up with that line. Because I can tell it's not coming from here. I don't know if they can hear me or not. Can you guys hear me? Well, oh my gosh.
I hear her.
Oh my gosh, there's such a high-pitched tone right there. Are you there, Christmas? There's something is feeding back into something else. I love this live radio stuff. Mm-hmm. You'll have to call back. I'm going to ask them to call back. Okay. All right. Well, there. Jeez. Oh, if that sounded bad on your radio, you should have heard it in my headset.
Yeah, that's...
Trust me. Well, I can't wait to talk to her. She's got some good ideas. She's a photogenic lady, isn't she?
Oh, she is, and she's got a wonderful book. She's a wonderful writer, expresses herself very well.
Yeah,
And it makes you excited about taking care of yourself.
Be thankful for your food, it says. I am thankful for my food.
Yeah.
Every day I say that. God, once again, has given me my daily bread. That's my way of saying thank you.
Gosh.
Well, I don't see you on the phone.
I don't know.
Well, banish stress is one of her topics. Banish stress. Yeah.
I like that. I mean, she handles
Is that easier
very
said
well.
than done? What do you think?
I think so. I think it's easier said than done because you've got to figure out what the problem is, and then you have to take the steps to correct it. And
when your heart pounds because of a rude cashier, a poorly run meeting, or a heated argument with your spouse, that's stress. Yeah, there might be some rude cashiers, but I bet you cashiers have the rude... I bet you it's way worse on their side. I bet you the public, working with the public has got... Yesterday, we were standing behind two people. I wanted to mention this, and they were just not nice to the cashier in front of us.
No, they were pretty rude, and I thought that was not acceptable.
We tried to make up for them.
Yeah.
We tried to be extra nice for them.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I don't know where she is, so let's take a little break, and we'll be right back. Maybe she'll call in.
Here she is. There's the line's ringing.
All right. Christmas, are you there? Are you there?
Christmas, are you there?
Who's there?
Hello, is this Beatrice?
I love live radio.
Yes, I'm connecting the line back.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
Now we'll figure out how to get...
Beatrice is a nice gal.
We're talking about the book without having the author on the phone.
No, but we're doing an all right job.
Christmas?
Hello?
There she is.
There you are. Boy, I don't know what happened.
Hey, I wasn't sure.
I don't know what it sounded like.
Apparently, it was a really loud screech, but I'm not. I could hear you guys perfectly.
Oh, really? No, it sounded like we were like
Yeah.
on another planet or something. All right. Well, we were sort of talking about the book while we were waiting for you guys to call back. Have you always had your act together, or did you learn this somewhere along the way?
No, I was a mess for a long time.
What do you mean?
And
What?
I'm naturally. Oh man, so I was like a rock and roller for real. Teens, early 20s. I did it all. I was drinking, drugs, running around wild, and then I went to Iraq and as a contractor. We had incoming into, we were getting bombed inside the camp, and I just had an epiphany. I was like, what am I doing? Why am I making all these bad decisions? And so I decided to make better decisions. I didn't turn my life around in a day. It took years to figure things out. And that was really like the reason I wanted to write this book, is because people struggle every day with trying to figure out how to put their life together. And I was like, well, hey, look, I have done this. I understand what I did. Mm-hmm. Let me put it together in a very simpler way that we can apply in a very actionable way, and be able to, share my journey and help somebody else expedite their journey.
And that's a key factor there, because it's up to the individual to try to reduce the stress in their own life. They can't have somebody else do it for them. They just have to have different attitudes about it.
Yeah, and I think that you have to be aware of what your attitude is. Most people have no idea where, that they're a constant negative Nelly. So when we start, if we start thinking about, if you go on a diet or whatever it may be, you're automatically thinking that you're restricted. If you restrict me from something, that is all I'm going to think about. That I'm going to actually think about it more now that you've taken it away. So instead of thinking about, taking things out of my life, I want you to think about adding beautiful things into your life. And naturally, you'll start to think about that more and more, and those things that you shouldn't have fade away.
So you hinted that you're a veteran, is that right? You're a veteran?
No, actually, funny story is that I was rejected by the military. No harm for no foul. I don't hold a grudge. And I went over and I worked with the military in Iraq as a civilian contractor for logistical support. So I was actually a civilian contractor, but I love the vets. I love our military. I support our troops 100%, regardless of the political views that are being applied.
Wow. We know a civilian contractor over there. I wonder if you guys know each other. Russ. His first name is Russ. Does it ring a bell? Oh, there's probably lots of them, right? All right. So
yeah, there's a few.
All right. So you have here. I like this line, and I tried to quote it. Now I have it in front of me. You have to be a beginner before you can be anything else. So which was the hardest thing for you to begin?
The hardest thing for me to begin is to realize that nobody has all of the answers, and that I had to find those within myself.
Yeah.
And that's what I've done that, where this book, I tell you my experience, I give you my perspective on it, and then I put it into your lap for you to do the same thing for yourself. So not, one size doesn't fit all. One application doesn't apply to everybody. But I give you the room here to be able to find that self in you, but I give you my experience and then direction.
How important is it to you, and do you recommend for us, to hang out with winners? It sounds like if you're a NASCAR pit crew member, you're hanging out with people who are bent on winning. Is that important?
Well, I think that it's important to hang around with people that have gratitude for life. And that will change things. When you're hanging out with people that don't appreciate where they are, whether it's good or bad, and they're kind of constantly just being a negative Nelly, that's the same thing as like a death by 1,000 paper cuts. You don't realize that their attitude is affecting you in a negative way constantly every day. So if you start hanging out with people, they don't have to be super successful in life. They just have to appreciate what they have in life, where they are in life. And that will give you more gratitude in your life. And ultimately, you'll be able to move forward in a more productive and positive manner.
Yeah, you mentioned exposing yourself to new things in the book, too. I think that's important, too. Just find something that you wouldn't normally do. I'm having a hard time with those little red crawdads at the Chinese restaurant.
He won't eat them.
But I'm having a hard time with them. But one of these days I'll have the courage and say, you know what? I'm going to eat one of those little red things and probably...
I think you should.
Have you ever
You
eaten?
need to be prepared for the consequences.
Oh, really?
The little red pieces. Well, I mean, let me get into this for a second. The best things in my life that I have done have terrified me. I had complete fear of whatever was going to happen. Fear is just an unrealistic exaggeration of what will happen, or misplaced excitement. So the best experiences have been from things that I was scared to try. So you may actually love those little things, and you just don't know it yet, and you've been neglecting yourself.
You just made me realize I might not. You just kind of confirmed my fear. Yeah. My son.
If you don't do it, you never know.
My son will be 31 years old in July, and he invited me one time to a skydiving event, not for me to skydive, but to watch him. Oh my God, I was so scared for him. And then he went a second time, and I think he's gone a third time. It's like, why do you jump out of airplanes? So I'm guessing you've done this. Have you jumped out of a plane?
I've jumped out of a plane, but I will tell you, one of my biggest fears is heights. Not necessarily the high up, which kind of gives me vertigo, but splatting on the ground is really the fear.
Yeah.
But
yes,
right. Let's go ahead and look at this realistically. But I have to, as long as you prepare for that and you educate yourself and you know what you're getting into, you understand the pros and cons of your actions, then you can take an educated action and then apply yourself. That's a little bit of an extreme example, but people, for class, for example, fitness, people are like, oh my gosh, I don't want to go try that. I think I'm going to die. I'm going to be so embarrassed. I'm not fit enough. All of these excuses, right? Eliminate your excuses. Create the confidence of accountability. And just know that everybody was a beginner.
Do you know,
Nice.
If I was at an event and I was sitting cross-legged on the floor across from you, the way you look on the cover of the book, I would be saying, I have a badass life. This is awesome. Christmas Abbott, what a fun interview this has been, even if it did have some high-pitched noises in the beginning. I have a copy of The Badass Life. Call me if you want it, and get yourself going, get yourself pumped up. This book will help do it. The rest of us have to go buy it.
Inspiring book.
It's very inspirational. Christmas, give us a website.
Thank you.
Give us a website, please.
You can go to my website, christmasabbott.com, and if you sign up for my newsletter, I send you bits and pieces of this every single day that isn't actually in the book. So I send you a little fun challenge every week, not every day, but every week. And then you also get the newest information that's coming out there. I'm launching a supplement line. I'm launching an online nutrition coaching line. And it's just going to be really, really exciting summer. And you get the discounts and the 411 before everybody else does.
Okay. Let me give the book away. Good morning. You want the book?
Yes, I do. Thank you.
And tell me your name.
Susan.
What was it?
Pardon?
It's Susan.
Susan.
Susan. Okay,
great.
Susan. The
Thank
book will
you.
be waiting for you.
Terrific. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you. Christmas, thank you.
Susan.
I think your book is a hit. It's obviously people are relating to the message in it. Oh, I found you on Facebook. Okay, I'm going to be your friend. Here I come.
Yay.
Christmas, thank you for being on the air with us today and for inspiring us.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it, even with the trouble.
All right, we'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Variable cloudiness, windy, warm, and humid on this Wednesday. A couple of heavy thunderstorms arriving in the afternoon at the coast. These thunderstorms can produce torrential downpours, damaging wind gusts, even an isolated tornado, and linger into the evening hours. The afternoon highs